away he goes. Or she. I can't really tell. I don't know how to sex a blue jay. Can't tell if that's a boy or a girl. Goofy bird. Goofy ass bird. Goofy ass bird. Yeah, look at that. Phoebe's pulling into first place. First time in a long time, too. First time in a long time. Phoebe's pulls into first. Phoebe's usually too busy to be first. Oh. How's the Scrub Jay visit this morning? Awesome. They're so cute, you know. Someone told me Jill Stein is a Putin lover, and I Googled it. All I saw was DNC propaganda. Yeah, you gotta really question yourself why the DNC is punching left. What's the plan? Why is the DNC spending so much time talking about Jill Stein and not Donald Trump? I thought Donald Trump was the one that was trying to destroy the world, right? I don't know. I don't want to talk about fucking politics right off the rip. Can we not? Can we not go politics right off rip? Oh, cool. Cool. Ugh, man, it's fucking... It's just, I know, it's all right. I understand. Everybody's politics brained to the extreme now. I get it. But I don't think you should be. I think that your electoral system, especially at the national level, is a giant show for your benefit. Well, not for your benefit, for your detriment. It's a giant show. It's a big entertainment program for you to take part in, pretend you're into. Yeah, I saw Dexter. I don't know where to give up. I don't remember where I gave up. I got to a certain part of the show, and the absurdity, I can't even remember what it was, but I just remember I can't even watch this anymore. It's so stupid. So I just stopped. I think it was like season 4, something like that. Definitely wasn't late in the show. It was season 3 or 4. Everybody's stuck in it. Stuck spinning their wheels in fucking politics land. Got a whole ass world evolving around you, and you're in politics land. Got this whole brief but impactful, interesting life to live, and you got your brain in politics land. Politics influence the world, do they? Do they really? I think if politics influenced the world, then things would wildly change based on who won a political contest, right? Reggie? I couldn't even find Reggie if I wanted it, bro. I'm in California. They don't even make it here anymore. It's all loud. Even the popcorn buds, the cheap shit, is loud as fuck. Like, you can't even get Reggie. Oh, good. Guys, we got ourselves a billionaire. We got ourselves a billionaire. Who knew? Who knew it could be a billionaire, y'all? Here in our humble life, a billionaire, dude. Wow. Just take a little trot. Oh, what we got going by today? What military exercise are we doing today? Whatever it is, it's high as fuck altitude, I'll tell you that much. You don't get that deep, like, sky rumble unless something's way up high going real fucking fast. F-16 or F-35. I mean, those are good guesses considering we're near Lemoore Naval Air Station. It sounded a little big to me, though. It's hard to tell sometimes, though, because if you got high altitude, multiple jet maneuvers going on, then, you know, obviously it amplifies the sound. But it sounded big to me, like a transport, maybe. Like a flying fortress, maybe. I don't know, though. It's hard to tell. Would that NES be a good one to be stationed at? Lemoore? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you Lemoore is an exciting place to live, and the weather's kind of shit in the summer, but it is the largest naval air station on the West Coast. I think the largest in the United States, save Castle. Castle AFB. Which cooperates with... oh, God damn it. I can't remember. Get out of here, flies. Made me fucking start already. I used to live around one. I don't miss it at all. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's normal to me. You know, I will tell you this, that in the last 2 or 3 years, there's been a daily at least, you know, like training mission or whatever you want to call it, where they fly over these urban areas in formation. Where are you at, buddy? Turning 21 this year. Fuck a bar. I want recreational weed in Indiana. Well, maybe you'll get it.
Just go eventually. To Ohio, bro. They just started legal sales in Ohio.
Yeah. Scooch on over. Scooch on over to Ohio and get that done. Prepping for World War II or World War III. Yeah. I mean, that's what it seems like.
Or it's just they need to use up that budget
Yeah.
to justify it.
Looks like it'd be super easy. Yeah. I mean, Lemore's right smack dab in the north quadrant of the valley. So you can get to the Sierras in about an hour from Lemoore. You can get to the coastal range in less, depending on where you want to go. Lemoore is closer than I am to the Central Coast, which is nice. It makes it probably kill about an hour of my drive if I lived in Lemoore, going to Pismo. So it's not bad. And I had an uncle who was a Navy sergeant and retired out of Lemoore, and he was good. He liked it there.
Fort Bragg, is that just Navy?
Fort Bragg is Army, I believe. Who's your favorite NBA basketball player? Muggsy Bogues. He was like 5'3", and he used to just fucking destroy all these giants back in the 90s. Muggsy played on my favorite team of all time, which is the Charlotte Hornets. He played with Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson. That team, that trifecta of Muggsy, Alonzo Mourning, and Larry Johnson was just unbeatable. Alonzo at center, Larry Johnson point guard, Muggsy Bogues. I can't even remember what he used to play. Yeah. 5'3", and people couldn't stop him from scoring. His ball handles were next level. He used his size to his advantage. He had an amazing two-point shot. Just like, was really known for just dribbling fast in somebody's face and then pulling back with the fade. Whew, swish every time, man. Muggsy was a shooter. Point guard? Probably not a point guard. What do they call the basketball? It's been a while since I paid attention to basketball.
I don't think I've ever seen you watch it.
Basketball?
Once. Yeah.
I stopped being interested in basketball when the Hornets were disbanded or renamed. I can't remember what they were renamed. I think they're back now. I think they've got the Charlotte Hornets back, but I just haven't been interested in basketball since I was a teenager. I used to play it, so that's probably helped with my interest. Like, me and my friends would play pickup half court, horse, just shoot around one-on-one, that type of thing.
Dude, so many people got nailed in the head playing basketball and PE. I don't know if that happened with you too.
Mm-hmm. Just getting bonked.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes on accident.
There were just too many kids in that PE class. I think it was like a class of like 70 or some shit.
Yeah.
There's just too many people playing basketball.
Yeah, that's too much basketball. Oh, fuck. Hi from China. Cool. Dude, I've been thinking some crazy shit. I've been listening to a couple of different audio book translations of the Tao. And I'm also playing Monkey Souls, and I'm listening to it in its original Chinese language or whatever. And I've been crazy, like, thinking about, like, maybe I should just pick up, like, I don't know what it would be Mandarin, right? Would probably be what I'd ended up learning. I just really love the language. I love the sound of it. I love the rhyme schemes of it. Mandarin and Cantonese, yeah.
Well, I took the tiniest, shortest Mandarin class at elementary school, so I have the tiniest foundation.
Oh yeah, you know some stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. What can you say in Mandarin?
I remember how to count to 10.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Do it. Oh my god, that's fucking cool. Yeah, you can help me then.
I mean, that's a...
You're fluent.
No.
You're fluent in Chinese. You learned that in grade school?
Yeah, it was very brief. Like, they did it for, like, I think maybe, like, a few months, and then they
But you
just
still
stopped
remember it from all that time ago, so it must have been interesting to you on some level. I know she's cool. I know. Trust me, I know.
I spent most of my language learning doing Latin, because all the kids that already knew Spanish took up the Spanish class.
Et in terra pax omnibus boni voluntatis. All I know is Latin from religious choir work.
Yeah.
That's all. That's Handel's Messiah. Peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Et in terra pax omnibus boni voluntatis. That means peace on earth, goodwill towards men.
But I don't remember much of it. I guess I think I lose language pretty quickly if I don't use it.
I really loved language. Like I can still do my French stuff. I can do the days of the week in French, count to 10 or 20 in French. And Spanish, of course. I took 2 years of Spanish and 2 years of French in high school. My school was, I don't know if it was just a California graduation requirement back in the 90s, but you had to have at least, I think it was 3 years of language, and then a 4th year of language covered an English credit or something.
Yeah, I had to do 3 years.
Why is it socially acceptable for parents to indoctrinate their children into their religion? I don't know. I mean, like, what are they supposed to do?
They believe it's the way.
Right. They believe it's true, and they've got a child there. Are they supposed to tell the child, like, hey, we all here in your family know this is true, but it's up to you to make your mind up? It just doesn't seem like it works that way.
I mean, some parents are, like, they'll take their kid to all different kinds of religious services, but it's not very common.
Yeah, you're going to be my Mandarin tutor.
I don't know, it might be fun to, like, find a little class somewhere and go together or something.
Yeah. I know there's online stuff. I'd like to get a start doing that. And then, the best way to learn is to speak with native speakers. And so it's like, if I learn the basics of pronunciation and learn a little bit of conversational Mandarin, then I would like to do that. I would like to go and socialize with people who speak Mandarin and see how much of it I can pick up. But I just think the language is beautiful. Like the pronunciation and, like I said, the rhyming schemes of some of the things. I think it's beautiful. Well, if you ever became a millionaire, would you hire a joint roller like Snoop Dogg? I'd have to be a pretty high-end millionaire, but yeah, maybe.
You've spoiled yourself to the pre-rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind rolling up a joint, but yeah, have a blunt, man. Travel to China and enlist in the PLA. Yeah, okay. It seems like a roundabout way to learn a language. $20 an hour? Nah. If I was a billionaire and I was gonna hire somebody to just handle my weed needs, which that's what it would be.
Yeah, it'd be like all around.
Like, you are my weed PA. If I decide I want something today, you're gonna go find it. If I decide I want a strain today, you're gonna go get me a QP. If I decide I want to smoke big fat honey blunts all day, you're gonna roll them. I want some fresh edibles, you're gonna make the can of butter. You're gonna fucking make it up. You know what I mean? You're the weed PA. But you'd be paid way more than $20 an hour. because you'd be working way more than $20 an hour. There'd be some days where you wouldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Literally, there'd be some days where your ass would just sit around and get high, probably. And then there'd be some days where I wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm going to need this, this, and this.
Maybe it'd be better to salary them.
Yeah. Dude, I got to tell you, if I ever start a business where I'm taking on like permanent employees, not contractors, I think I'm going to do like a profit sharing kind of thing where it's like you get paid a percentage of this channel's revenue, and that percentage can go up not only with, you know, diligent work, but as the channel gets better, you have a direct investment. So if I get 10,000 new subscribers because your editing has been great, you get the money. You get your percentage of that money. I like that idea. I think
like it motivates people more, maybe.
Well, it keeps people from doing this like, ooh, because here's the thing, and I don't mean to be mean about this, but this is just the truth. There are some people out there who are talented, but they don't want to do work. They want to work with me. They want to edit so that they can be adjacent to me or to TJ or to Scotty or to all three of us. And when the pressure is on, people like that aren't driven by a desire to do the work just disappear, give excuses. They don't really actually want to do the work. They just wanted the opportunity to get in the room with me. When you have a person that you've hired that is into your content, and it pays for them to know what your content is, and it also pays for them to do extra good when they're doing your thumbnails, doing your editing, whatever they're doing, right? If I get paid more money from that video than normal, you get paid more money than normal. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't really know if, you know, my future has me hiring on people permanently. I really don't have that as a plan now. But if I did, if I was looking for somebody to collaborate on a channel, look, I'm the face, you're the back end. I'm the face, you're the editor, you're the editorial, right? Then that person would get a percent, I don't know what's fair, but a percentage of every dollar that channel makes, you know? Kind of work you do, you're looking at it. I'm a podcaster. I own a business. Been a podcaster for 10 years. Been on YouTube for, I guess 2026 will be 20 years on YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah, that works for a smaller employee base, absolutely. If I was like Mr. Beast or something, you can't really tie everybody's a percentage point, right? So you've got to figure out a different way of doing it. But like on the level that I could foresee myself hiring somebody to do a lot of work to push a channel, give them 5%, give them 10%. I don't know what's fair. 10% of every dollar the channel makes, that means 10 cents on the dollar goes to you. That means if I make an extra $2,000 this month, you get $200 of that, right? That's how it works.
Yeah. I think it probably depends on how critical the editing is to the channel.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hire somebody to do editing on a channel that needs just a light polish pass. I'd just contract somebody or do it myself. But even basic editing, one of the things I learned, excuse me, strawberry cough living up to its name today.
It was like milder for you at first, but then it started kicking you again.
Yeah. But one of the things I learned with Cinema for Cynics was I was obsessive about the edits, and it worked. So the edit matters even when you think it wouldn't. Trying to hire somebody to manage my beehives while I work another job. Really hard to find a qualified individual that I would trust. How do you know who to trust to do a good job? It's tough. I mean, you got to vet people, right? Like for me, if I was hiring an editor, I'd want to see, you know, a reel of their work. Like, show me some shit you've edited. Show me your best piece. Show me your biggest contract that you fulfilled. Let me take a look at your work, and I'm going to be specific about looking at it. I don't want to just look at the aesthetics. I want to see how you edit. I want to see what your editor's voice is like, right? That's part of the vetting process.
And speed is definitely important too.
Yeah. Oh, these fucking flies are. I'm gonna get them. It's just a matter of fucking time.
The thing is, you're probably driving a weird evolution now where only the smart flies are left.
Yeah, only the red barons are left. The fastest, nastiest little bastards. I'm stuck in that gap between affording somebody that lacks the skill. Well, why don't you think about offering a different work arrangement then? Right? It requires more time investment from you on the front end, but why don't you hire somebody who's doesn't necessarily have the skill, but has the will to do good work, and then offer them something like I'm talking about here. Say, look, I've got this honey operation. I need you to manage my hives. I make around this if everything goes right. You get a percentage of that plus your stipend or whatever, right? And I'm gonna train you how to do this the right way. You know, you can create people. Now, I would never do that. See, I would never like go to somebody who's never edited something and go like, here, let me teach you how to edit for me and hire you on. But it's a different job style, right? I understand you can't just walk into a beehive place and fucking do it all, but you hire somebody to help you with the physical labor aspects of it. They get on the job training. They get a little piece of your profit, right? Women are quitting their jobs in droves to do OnlyFans. Yeah, I mean, can you blame them?
I mean, not most of them. Most of them make like a few $100s a month.
But still, I mean, like it's an extra couple $100 a month
but it's
for
not
you to
quit job money.
Well, not for most.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that if a lot of those women, got you little fucking bitch. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That first zap of the day feels like coming home. Oh, sorry, baby doll. You know, you create a person that now has a skill and they've got a sense of loyalty to you because you've taught them a life skill that's marketable elsewhere. Right? And so it's not just, you know, hiring a person because they want to work. It's hiring a person and then giving them the tools to be a further boon to the labor market in the future. You train them up. You take the 6 months to get them up and operational on your hives. You create a working relationship with that person. That's where the trust that you need to hand over your hives to somebody comes from. You work with this motherfucker. Every other day, they're out there on your hives and you're training. You sold me on the loyalty aspect. Well, that's it, dude. I mean, like, you have to start thinking like a worker, right? As a business owner. And I don't contract a lot of people. We contract editors. We contract people to do thumbnail work. And these are like spot jobs. These are not like permanent long-term arrangements. These are spot jobs, right? If I were to permanently bring somebody into my business, right, that's exactly how I would do. The first month, couple of weeks at least, would be them sitting with me and editing with me, right, in a call, sharing screens, so that they can learn my sensibility and learn what I expect the finished product to look like. If I just throw something at somebody, right, it means it doesn't matter to me what the edit is.
That's the mistake you guys made, like trying to use like Fiverr and fucking other stuff. Is like you just.
I mean, you get what you get, right? You get what you pay for. So if we were worried about our edits being the most tight, fucking, I'm not even shitting on our editors. I'm just saying, like, we don't
a lot of...
right. We don't pay our editors much, and we don't expect miracles out of our editors. You know what I mean? We need a basic edit. And we found a couple of people that we're working with now that do that really well. And it's a side gig for them to do our edits, right? That's different from bringing somebody into the fold of the business, training them up to your expectation, and then letting them become part of the machinery, right? Yeah, Crafty. Crafty works with us. There's a couple of editors that we use for different projects, different sized things. To better get great employees, one must understand the negative aspects of said job. Oh yeah, not only understand it, but make allotments for it. Journeyman, yeah. It's kind of like a trade term, right? This was like a oh my God, that fly is, I'm pissed off at him now because he's bothering you. He's on your butt. Okay. Oh, God damn it. He's trying not to whack you, is he? I think I might have got him. Yeah, I got him.
You just squooshed him.
I squooshed him. He didn't even get zapped. He just got obliterated. Yeah, he's now an X-Fly. There are remnants of him upon my chair.
Would you make an editor of that level of integration part of your content? Because I know some channels do that, where like they'll include the...
No.
No?
Well, not... I'm thinking about my personal projects. No.
Yeah.
I don't want the editor to have a voice. It doesn't matter to me in the general content, but like for C4C, no. Every edit should be to punctuate something I'm saying. Every edit should feed the show. If you're gonna insert a cut, there needs to be interest there, or don't do it. That was I meticulously wrote my videos so that I didn't have to do chop edits. I nailed them. You know, one or two performances, cobbled those together, right? That's what I need. I don't write wishy-washy. I write specific. So I need somebody who can listen, learn my proclivities, and turn out a product that is to the standards that I need it to be. So very specific needs, right? If I was trying to work with a creative collaboration with somebody who was a mega good editor, like, who's that guy that does those fucking big edits of like Steve Harvey? I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Maybe.
I don't watch as much of that as you do, so.
But yeah, anyway, there's a guy, I mean, like if I was working with an editor that's like an elevated artist and they have techniques and they do shit that's just wildly out of wing, that would be a unique kind of thing for me to work with a person like that, and I would have to have a shared vision for the content, and I don't. Right now, I don't have a shared vision for the content. Meat Canyon is, well, yeah, I mean, Meat Canyon's an animator, but he's also probably a pretty talented editor, I would imagine. But no, that wasn't who I was talking about. I was talking about the guy that does, Vic Berger. The guy that does those crazy Republican compilations and crazy religious TV compilations, Steve Harvey compilations. Like, that guy's got an editing style that I wouldn't want to restrain, you know what I mean? I'd want him to feel like he could do whatever the fuck he wanted with his edit. Gotcha. Who else? Who else is coming? That's 3 I've knocked out of the sky today. About to make it 4. Oh, so close, bitch. Get it. Where you at? Oh, Jesus. These fucking flies are driving me nuts. Flies are driving me insane. I will destroy them all. Whee! Rocking chair. I have a feeling that this chair is eventually going to give out on me. I mean, it is fucking awesome, but... Chair is on fire. Do you think it's more acceptable to keep an animal in a zoo if they're raised in the zoo from birth? I don't really like zoos, period, to be honest with you. I mean, if an animal is a rescue and it can't survive in the wild, then keeping them humanely, letting people come and learning about them, I get that. But these like birthing an animal to live in a display cage, I've just seen too many animals at the zoo that are just going insane. And I had an experience one time at the New Orleans Zoo that changed my whole perspective on zoos forever and for always. It's hard to explain this. Went to the New Orleans Zoo, and fuckers, man. These fucking flies are gonna... That's it, dude. Okay, never mind. Story on pause. Alright, we're gonna kill. I can't. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? There's dog shit. There's fucking water over there. Like, go be a fly. Like, what are you even eating off of me? Like, this is why your species is on the fucking soon-to-be genetically destroyed list, dude. Go over and eat dog turd. Like, I'm not a dog turd. Go get you some dog shit. Anyway, went to the New Orleans Zoo. I was walking around, and there was this monkey cage. And I don't know what kind of monkeys these were. They were the types of monkeys that have, like, blue on their faces. Not baboons, I don't think, but maybe they were, I don't know. But they were, like, you know, standard-sized monkeys. And I kind of walked around the corner to the monkeys. And I saw them sitting there, and I was like, oh, wow. And I was looking, and all of the monkeys in the cage were sitting with their backs. They might have been macaques. They were sitting with their backs to me, right? And I didn't notice it at first because immediately I zeroed in on one that was sitting up on this, like, pedestal thing. Had its back to me, but there was a baby attached to it. A baby. And I was like, oh, look at that. You know, it's a baby. So I'm looking at the baby, and the baby is looking at me. You know, it's peeking out it's holding on to its mom, but it's like, hey. And all of a sudden, right, as I'm looking at the baby, and I'm going, hi, baby, you know, oh, he's so cute, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing my zoo thing, right? The mother monkey or the father monkey, I didn't know which, looks back at me, right, and gives me a look that was undeniable, right? This is the fucked up thing about primates. I locked eyes with this motherfucker, and it gave me a look. And the look was, Leave me the fuck alone and leave my child alone. I was like, and then it grabbed its baby and was like, scooped it up. Like, don't look at them. And I was like, it was like it all came into place for me. These monkeys hate us. They hate us. They're forced to be spectacles, and they're thinking beings. They don't want to be ogled at and chitter-chatted at all day. And so the only thing that they can do is turn their backs. What's more human than that? Forever and for always changed the way I think about zoos. Changed me. I don't want to go to them anymore. I don't want to see what they have there. You know? We have a tendency to project human behavior on animals when it might not be there. Yeah, but primates are our closest fucking animal cousins. So it's there. Dude, I was unmistakable to me. That monkey didn't want me interacting with its child, and it certainly didn't want me getting any kind of pleasure after ogling it. Period. Rescue and conservation, exactly. Aquariums, yeah, aquariums are different for the most part. Sometimes aquariums have big mammals. I don't like that. I don't like if you've got a bunch of sea lions that just live in a pond all day. I don't like that. A bunch of dolphins that never get to swim in the ocean. That sucks. Orcas shouldn't be in captivity, period. Fish, you want to put a fucking jar of snails out for everybody to ogle? What the fuck do they care? A fucking snail ain't looking out going, I am captive. They ogle me. It's going like, algae. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it cares about. As long as you're providing it an environment where there's plentiful algae. Yeah, octopus. I think we need to start thinking about animals based on their level of intelligence and treating them differently. I really do. I think we've come a long way towards understanding the deep intelligence that a lot of animal species display, but we haven't made a whole lot of moves in treating them like intelligent things. Oh yeah, cats. Not just big cats. I remember that I saw at that same zoo, there was a serval cat, which, you know, that's not a big cat. That's like a medium cat, right? And it was in a cage, and it was pacing. So I looked into it after that zoo visit. Why do tigers and animals do that? It's because they've gone insane. Their entire being tells them, I'm supposed to have a territory that's 25 miles. I should be moving all the time. And so they compensate for not being able to do that by just, they're broken. They're broken. They're broken animals. That monkey, man, changed my whole fucking experience, bro. I was having fun at the zoo, just chilling. It was a nice day, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, my mind was filled with guilt. I was like, put the shoe on the other foot. Oh my God. How awful is that? We force them to be spectacles. They don't want it. Psychologically, it's bad for them, but we do it anyway. Ishmael, yeah. Good book. a bigger guy, 300-pound power lifter in Urzu, has this big ass rhino bluff charged at me. I was like, buddy, you'd win that. No, shit. No, a rhino would gore you straight. I don't care how big and fucking strong you are, bro. Rhino just run you fucking over. A hippo will kill you quicker. Hippos, everybody thinks they're just big fat idiots, dude. Hippos are the most deadly fucking animals on the planet for human beings. Deadly large animal, let me qualify that. We're setting aside prions and mosquitoes and viruses and shit, right? I have you to thank for introducing me to that book. Much love. Yeah, you got to spread it, man. That's the point of Ishmael, is that you pass it along. You know, give somebody else the right to look through it and see if it makes them think. Oh, dude, a chimp will fuck up any human being. Chimps have like triple the strength of a human being. Like, their whole core is built better than ours. Their muscles are attached to their skeletal structure better. They don't have the back problems that we do. They're just strong as fuck, agile as fuck, got big teeth, super powerful bite force. You get muffed up by a chimp 1v1 any day of the week. No, chimps are jacked, bro. Jacked. Yeah. Yeah, apes go for your identity. They take your eyes out. They rip your balls off. They'll bite all your fingers off. They'll rip an arm right out of the socket and eat on it. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, mosquitoes are the deadliest animal on the planet, right? Yeah, gorillas, I mean, like, dude, a big fucking silverback gorilla is, you know, one that is dedicated to beating the fuck out of you is a pretty scary thing. But yeah, you're right. Chimp is way more apt to be violent. Gorillas will be violent if they feel they're pushed to that, but they're like solitary animals. They just move away from trouble. Yeah, you'd be better off running into a troop of gorillas in the wild than a troop of chimps. Troop of chimps might just fucking kill you on, like, dude, there's this great documentary. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about I think it's in Namibia, somewhere in Central Africa. There are these two troops of chimps that have been studied for like 30 years, and they're at war. They're literally at war with one another. There's hundreds of members of these troops. They've created basically like two chimp nations in the jungle, and they kill each other constantly. Constantly. They've named a lot of these monkeys, and like, you fucking learn their little personalities and stuff. Yeah, they started picking up rocks and chucking them, beating each other with them, poking each other with sharp sticks and shit. It's fucking crazy. Before man was, war waited for him, the ultimate trade awaiting its ultimate practitioner. Oh, shit. I like that. Oh, yeah, they definitely don't know what started it, but isn't that true of most human wars, right? Like, what was the moment? Who really knows? Yeah. I mean, we humans love to picture ourselves as something else on this planet other than part of it. I mean, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people look at animals as, lesser, both in intellect and importance, and they don't understand that we're all part of a chain, a very fragile chain. And, that's the Tao too. That's religion as well as science. Can you let go of yourself and see yourself in the world? See the world as yourself, right? As Paul swats flies and swears. Since when do you get to stand in judgment of my religious fucking practice, dude? Shut up, Grickle Grass, you punk ass bitch. I'll live however I want. I'll abide however I want. I talk about things that interest me, but my religious practice is not for you to fucking critique. Grickle Grass. Actually, go ahead and critique it. I don't give a fuck. It makes no bones to me. Yeah, I cuss, I drink, I smoke, I fart. I fart a lot, bro. Fart. But can you fart on command? No. Unfortunately, no. I can't do that thing that some people can do where they suck air in. I mean, give me a break, bro. You gotta be kidding me with that shit, right? They suck air in. I can't do that maneuver. So you think this is the path destined for you? I don't think I had a path destined for me. I don't think that I have some thread of destiny that I'm tied to. I exist here and now. Someday I won't. Human beings love to layer all this portent on a human life, but then, they'll zap a fly, like I did earlier, right? Was it that fly's destiny to be born in a pile of dog shit and then get electrocuted to death by me? Well, I'm an optimistic nihilist by nature. The search for meaning is the search for something that feeds the self. Meaning is meaningless. Yeah, it died for a higher purpose. My comfort. What's up, man? Hope you live longer till end. Thanks, man. Me too. I hope you do too. Morning coffee? Yes. It's my cup of iced coffee, or I guess cold brew coffee is what you'd call it. Yeah, houseflies really have no instinct for survival at all. They approach a being that could kill them in 17 different ways for no benefit to themselves. The point of life just to survive, to be happy, or to be happy and thrive. There is no point of life. See, that's the thing. It's like your personal philosophical outlook on life has no bearing on how life proceeds. And so if you find your personal philosophical outlook on life and its existence and your position in it at odds with reality, then it might be time to step back from those prescriptions and ask yourself who you are and what you are, right? That's what I'm in the process of doing. You know, it doesn't make me a perfect person. It doesn't make me a practitioner that I think anybody should look up to. But my personal journey of letting go the things that have no merit and focusing myself on the Tao, focusing myself on the world, as the Tao says, like remaining at the center of the circle, right? I see meaning outside of myself, and I ascribe that meaning. Yeah, I mean, Alan Watts, I mean, if you start looking into Buddhist, like Zen koans, right, you are going to find example after example after example after example of transgressors against Buddhist teaching that achieved Buddhahood. Drunks, grifters, thieves, right? Enlightenment is something that a person achieves. How did the Buddha get so wise and gain all that knowledge? Well, if you listen to Taoists, he studied at the feet of a great master named Lao Tzu, right? That's kind of an apocryphal story, but it shows the connection of those dharmic religions. There is no higher power. Watts was talking about how meaningless can actually be beautiful. You can look at a cloud, and the fact that it has no purpose, no means to an end, is just, it just is, can be meditative. Yeah. That's also very Buddhist at its core. Appreciating something for its being alone, not having to make it make sense, right? I personally equate my life as a cell in God's body. Seems no purpose till you achieve it. Okay. I mean, however you look at life, so long that as it works for you, is fine by me. Gotcha, bitch. Who's that? Who's next? Gotcha, bitch. Who's next? 2 down. Oh, good. It happened finally. Okay, good. Taking the protective fucking coating off of this bitch. Yeah, let's get down to the bare brass tacks. Now we've got ourselves a zapper. Ow! You motherfucker. That actually felt kind of good. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I've just achieved enlightenment on this fucking racket because now it's 10 times more deadly. The protective neutral. Oh, I zapped myself so good. I paid the price. But now I've got the fucking machine. I zapped myself today to see if I still feel The good thing about it is now a fly can land right on this. Like I can put it somewhere where they're landing, and if I just hit the button, they'll just roast. That's fucking tight. Yeah, come on. Somebody just land on it. Give me a free one. Do you know Ligma? What's Ligma? I mean, like, dude, people, fuck, dude. Oh, shit, y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Fly through it, you fuck. Oh, yeah, land on it. See what happens to your bitch ass. To be me. Bow, bow, bow. You don't know how it feels. It's wild to me that people think they're going to drop a Ligma in 2024, but I guess there's no accounting for people's intelligence. It's wild to me, though. Like, you're going to drop a Ligma on me, bro? You're going to drop a Ligma on me? You are going to drop a Ligma on me. The fuck do you think you are? That would be cool. Just keep track of how many flies have flown to their fucking demise in my presence today. Oh, there's one here that I really want him. Oh, that was close. Having my King Kong moment now. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let him out then. Huh, huh. Is your refrigerator running? It is? Well, then you better catch it. Huh, 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 huh. Yeah, dude, I played vanilla. Okay? I played internet vanilla. All right? So you can't get a Ligma past me. I'm sorry. I played the beta of vanilla internet. Okay? You can't you All right, you guys are on like the 28th expansion pack and you're trying to land shit on me. Bro, I alpha tested that bitch. I used to get on BBSs in the 80s, bro. Okay? Okay? Let's get real. You're never gonna fucking land a Ligma on me. Yeah, you're gonna have to dial up some better jokes. You were a teenager when the internet began? Yup. I played vanilla. I beta tested that bitch. Oh, dude, I wish it would rain here. And I wish it would rain. Oh, how I wish it would rain. Raindrops would hide my teardrops. No one would ever know that I'm crying, crying when I go outside. To the world outside my tears, I refuse to explain. I wish it would rain. That's a good song. Oh, how I wish it would rain. Ooh, ooh. How often does it rain in Cali? Depends on the part of Cali. There are parts where it rains all the fucking time. I'm in the Central Valley, which is effectively an irrigated desert, so not often. Not often enough. Oh, how I wish it would rain. Ooh, ooh. I've watched you a few times. It's true, you hold good values. I like you. Thank God for the rain. Oh, how I wish it would rain. I had 2 Baconators today. You missed them? No. That's the thing, dude. It's like, when I stopped eating meat, I really thought I was going to have these, like, days where I was just like, I want a burger. I need meat. And I really haven't. You from Cali? Yes. Yes. Pearl, is poker gambling in your opinion? Only if you don't know how to play it. Like, if you're just like a middling poker player, you know the rules, but you don't know the game, then yeah, it's gambling. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone is the black cloud I've been living on. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen Hoarders. I can't watch that shit, bro. It drags me. Drags me into a hole, bro. I'm just like, man, humanity is fucked. You live in California? Man, if only. If only. You need to look up the Central Valley, bro. I'm from Redneck, California, where all of your fucking vegetables are grown. Boy, don't you speak to me like that. If only, dude. If only. If California was half of the things that Fox News said it was, it'd be based as fuck here. California is just about as conservative as any other fucking place, believe it or not. I know that's a wild thing to hear, bro. It's a wild shit to hear. California? No. Yeah. Modesto 209. Oh, shit. Thoughts about doing van life? Fuck no. Reason I ask is we're told in our world y'all are responsible for others. We have to protect ourselves. Come on, we're individuals, but we still have to choose to, yeah, I mean, whatever you say, boss. How's the weather in California? It's hot. It depends on where you're relocating from. I'm in the Bay Area and there's lots, yeah. This idea that California is this hippy-dippy, blue-haired communist fucking paradise is just like cope from right-wing media figures and shit. California's about as red as it gets, bro. Good luck finding a fucking Democrat within 100 miles of me. Motherfuckers don't care. Is it ironic that the communists are produced in capitalist, like high education? No. There are kind of like two ways a thinking person goes when it comes to capitalism. They either learn to exploit it maximally, or they learn that it's killing them, and they oppose it. That's really how it works out. There's one of two kinds of people when it comes to learning enough to have an overview of the economy. Big Burger is a limo liberal. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Some say that communism just hasn't been done right, but millions have been killed in its name. So is that true? This is why I'm not a communist, man. I don't think the baggage from a system of government and societal interplay that is like well over 150 years old now, I don't think that like tying yourself to that in a modern era that has changed so fundamentally from those times makes any sense. So I'm not a communist for that reason. I don't see it as a binary. I think that there's something that isn't communism, that isn't capitalism. Maybe I'm not smart enough to come up with the whole system, but I'm an advocate for that. Was you educated or self-taught? Both. You know, I've got a passable education. I've got quite a bit of college under my belt, but ultimately I'm a college dropout, right? Did well in school, read a lot of books. I did well in school until I had to work and go to college at the same time, and I didn't do so well. Cheers. But I made my stab. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. What did you study at college? Well, the first time I went to college, I was just doing general ed shit, but I went on a full ride scholarship for performing arts. So I wanted to be a stage actor or a teacher of theater, or at least that's what I thought I wanted to be. I'm glad I didn't become a teacher, by the way. Having worked with teachers for as long as I did, I see how fucking miserable their jobs are, so I'm glad I didn't go that route. And then the last couple of times that I went back to school, I went for psychology. I was trying to get an LCSW. There was a 3-year LCSW program, and I did a year and a half. LCSW is licensed clinical social worker. It would have allowed me to do therapy, stuff like that, talk therapy with people on the lower end of the economic spectrum, which is nice. So yeah, that was like the upper division classes that I took are all psychological classes, or for the most part, psychology and human history. Thoughts on Skibidi Toilet, Kino, or trash? It's kind of so trash that it's Kino, honestly, if we're going to be honest about it. Somebody asked about Plato. Dude, when I think of Plato, the only thing I think of is fucking Diogenes standing up with the chicken that he's plucked and saying, "Behold, Plato's man." Plato had said some shit like, "A man is anything that walketh upon two legs and hath not feathers nor scales." Right? Or some shit like that. Which made the plucked chicken a man by his philosophical. Yeah, behold, Plato's man, a featherless biped. Yeah. You think of Play-Doh? Oh, yeah. I like Play-Doh, too. I like Play-Doh better than I like Play-Doh. If you can believe that. Didn't you say that Socrates is made up? Yes. Socrates never wrote a word. And so his existence as an actual person is debated. A lot of people think that Aristotle and Plato used him as an example for their philosophy. He's a philosophical myth, like Jesus, right? So he was this man, he lived by according to this philosophy, he went through this ordeal, and that was my teacher, right? So there's a really good chance that Socrates never existed. In the same way, there's a really good chance that Jesus, as you perceive him, never existed. He's real to me, damn it. I just wanted to thank y'all for what you done to your bodies. It's still real to me. You choose to believe I'm Socrates? Cool. I'm Socrates, bro. Anyway, I'm tired of sniffling and sneezing and sucking up pollen and dirt and sweating. So I'm done. I'll see you guys some other fucking time when it's more livable. Bye.